Okay, so the full covert. Full covert we spoke about before. With covert, we're not wearing anything on us to identify us as being a security guard. The main reason that we're covert here is so that we're not raising any type of suspicion. So we act as if we're not carrying a firearm at all. Okay. So to do that, we need to be able to hide the gun. We also need to be able to have loose clothing around that gun area, so we're not printing the actual gun itself. So if we had a tight shirt on now, okay, we'll be able to see the gun. Not exactly full covert. So we have loose garments around the actual firearm itself. What we'll be doing in this situation, maybe going into different businesses, picking up money, and then taking it on to the bank or back to cash counting rooms or wherever you need to go. So the covert is one of the safer avenues of CIT, because if you're just mingling in with people, you're standing in queues in banks, okay, no one knows you're carrying a gun. Okay. But if the situation did arise where someone had been stalking you for whatever reason, and they could see that you are carrying money and they're coming towards you in that manner, you feel threatened in a way, and then they pull a weapon on you, maybe a firearm or a knife. Obviously now the gun is there to not only deter them but to save you in a situation. Most SOPs from companies are to hand the money over. That's what we need to do. Hand the money over so there is no problems, no contact. Hopefully the person then will take the money and leave you alone. Okay. The money's insured. No one's at peril. We haven't had to do anything to put anyone at risk. We've just handed the money over as per company standard operating procedures, and then obviously we go out and we report it to the police, descriptions, etc. If we do have a situation where someone is coming at us with a weapon and we feel that there is no other choice but to draw our weapon, and we have got the time to do it, if we feel that our life is in danger, that for whatever reason we know in our mind that this guy is going to cause us harm, is going to potentially cause a lethal force upon us. If we've got no other alternate there, once we've done communication, once we've assessed the situation, if we feel that we do have time, we can take the weapon out. Okay. Basically, we don't want to lose the weapon. So keeping the weapon, okay, in our hand or keeping it in the holster is our main priority. Okay. Now, if someone does get to that stage where we feel that it's grave and immediate, we have no other choice, we've gone down all the avenues and the weapon comes out, we need to be able to keep our hands up all the time while we're working. Basically, we want to be able to get this weapon out as quick and as clean as possible. So with our hands up the whole time, if we're standing like this, it's a little bit harder. We're up, we've got our hands up, we're ready to fend away if we have to fend away, or if it comes to a situation where we need to take the weapon out. From here, we can come to grab the bottom of our shirt, bring it up, hand goes down on the weapon, making sure that we don't sweep any body parts, i.e. our other hand. Gun comes out, aims towards the target, grip, and then we can fire. Once we've fired, once we've done the assessment, we come back, bring it in close, just in case there's someone else around that might want to come in and grab the gun. It's a bit easier for him to grab the gun from here, a little bit harder for him to grab the gun from here. We can now go into what we call a saw position. This way we keep our thumbs together, keep our finger well away from the trigger. We point the gun about 1 metre away from our feet. Okay. We do need to now scan and assess. We might have had to have stopped someone who was going to cause us harm. Okay, we might have had to have stopped them. We've shot at centre of mass. Now we need to see whether there's anyone else around. Okay, best way to do it from here, come back, saw position, thumbs on thumbs, muzzle 1 metre away from your feet, and now we need to slightly drop our body weight, and now we can turn. We can turn and look one way, and we can turn and look the other way. Again, keeping this muzzle 1 metre away from our feet. If we do find that there is a threat coming at us from the side, quite easy, go through and come back into this position so we're ready to shoot. Okay, so all the time you're scanning and assessing. Stop the person, back, scan, scan, saw, stand right behind one side and right behind the other. All the time you're keeping the muzzle a metre away from your feet at all times. Okay, so let's try that for real. Okay, working away, someone's coming running at you with a weapon. Stop. They haven't stopped, they've come within your workspace area, which is down to a couple of metres now. Your hands out, you're trying to get them to stop, they've got a weapon in their hand, you drop the money, you're trying to show them that the money's all clear, but no, they've got all intention to cause you harm. Come down, up, take a shot. Centre of mass, one shot, scan and assess. If the one shot wasn't enough to stop the person, we can take another shot if we had to. Okay. Basically we do one shot, scan and assess, and then we take the second shot. Okay. When we put the weapon away, very careful, it's in a delicate position here, very careful, put the weapon away, then we now need to obviously inform the emergency services, police, ambulance. We now need to actually get down and do some first aid on this person. Once we've done a first aid inspection of the person, we're obviously checking the weapons as well. Then we need to actually identify ourselves to the police for when the police turn up. We do not want to have the gun out of the holster, especially if we're covert. Okay, we haven't got security on us. No one's going to know who we are, so we need to get onto them with our description as quick as possible. Need to have the gun in the holster when the police turn up, or they're not going to know who you are. Okay. So one more time, I'll just show you one more time how we'll do that, a little bit faster this time. So we got immediate threat coming towards us. Okay, stop. We're trying to stop the person coming towards us. They're not stopping. Up, out. 2 shots. Scan and assess. Threat's gone. Holster the weapon as quick as possible and then go forward. So that is basically how we do covert, full concealment, up with the shirt, down onto the actual holster, onto the actual grip or butt as quick as possible, gun out, on target straight away. Okay. Good idea to stay in the stance all the time. Immediate threat, hand comes out, you're already 70-30 with your stance, you're ready to go. Okay, we'll get on to the next weapon.